Hey, let's tie a Spanish bullet fly today, size 16. These are the materials you need, and we usually tie it with a silver head, which would be a slotted jig head to go on the jig body. Now, notice we're wrapping around the tag. I wrap the tag around the thread and then loop it some more to make it stay. That creates a bit of a knot. And now I'm putting my finger right behind the head and wrapping the thread around to build it up to where that head will stay in place and not move while I'm tying the fly. Next, we'll continue on with the thread, wrapping it from front to back, same direction. I'll stop just behind the point. This is a perdigon type fly, so the head I have is large, and the body will end up going small to large toward the head. Now I'm tying a little bit of partridge feathers on there, about 4 or 5, about a ½ inch long. Now we'll tie the holographic tinsel on there. This red holographic from Orvis works great. In my experiences, the holographic works better than normal tinsel. So, we'll continue building the body up, getting larger to smaller. Smaller to larger as we wrap it toward the head. And this takes a little bit. Since it's fine thread, it takes a while. Now, I'm going to wrap the body in the same direction as the thread about 3 or 4 times, holding it down tight as I wrap it around. And then I'll pinch it down to hold it, move the thread back, and then wrap it over the tag to hold it in place. And then we'll snip that off. Snip it off close. Next, I'll tie the silver tinsel, or it could also be clear tinsel. This is going to be the hot spot on the fly. So we'll wrap the thread around it, again going smaller to large, giving it that perdigon shape. These perdigon flies are great to fish in water it's a little faster because there isn't a lot of body to slow it down as it's dropping. Also note that the head is tungsten, and I use tungsten whenever I can, because that extra weight really helps, particularly for the nymphs. Okay, now I'm going to hold the tinsel over, pinch it down right behind the head, and then we'll wrap the thread again, same direction, on each side of that tinsel to hold it in place. Then we'll snip the tinsel down. And then wrap the black thread around again to build it up along the back of the head. And then we'll also hold down that tag. There's a little tiny bit of that tag left. Next, we'll use our whipping tool to tie a whip knot. Just do 2 or 3 around the top of the head there, right behind the head. And then we'll pull down and pull that tool down to the fly to keep it tight. And we'll pull the line tight, trim the tag. Now we'll use our real thin flow type UV epoxy We'll run that along the top of the back. That thin epoxy will then flow down to the bottom. Sometimes you want to do 2 coats. Then we'll put our UV light on there to harden it. About 12 seconds is good. Then there you go. That is a Spanish bullet fly.